Hello guys, and welcome back to another comic show video, and today I've been doing another amazing video for you guys. I've been wanting to do this video for a very long little while, but now I got enough time to do for you guys. But before I continue on, if you guys just new to the comic show, don't know exactly what I never do, I just do reviews for Disney Plus, Netflix, when I go see movies in theaters. Sometimes I do trailer reactions, gaming videos, gaming review videos, unboxing videos, theory videos, and I haven't done any of those in a long little while, but it's for the near future because there's gonna be a lot more coming along the way. So yeah, today guys, I've been wanting to do this video for a very long little while, and ever since Disney made news a long time, a couple months ago, saying that they're in the works of 3 new Star Wars movies. There's gonna be one all the way in the past, 1,000 years in the past, from the dawn of time. So it's gonna be called Star Wars: The High Republic, I believe. And then there's gonna be one for Dave Filoni is also gonna be making a movie in the middle of his shows he's been doing with The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and all those other shows, Bad Batch or whatever, and they're all gonna be in the same universe. So there's gonna be a movie in between all those. It's gonna be called Star Wars: Heirs of the Empire, and then there's gonna be one more at the very end of the last movie of Star Wars, the Rise of Skywalker. It's gonna take place 15 years after, and it's gonna be about Rey rebuilding the Jedi Order. So now here's all we know about those 3 movies, and so for I don't know if they're thinking for the first one. I think they're going to be dealing with the High Republic first, to do the one from like 1,000 years before. 'Cause it would make sense to start with that first, so they can tell the story like how the Jedi Order got started and how the Rule of Two got commenced. I mean, it will make a lot more sense to start working with that first. And I heard that this is legendary director James Mangold, or whatever his name is. He's set to be directing that movie. And I haven't really heard about this guy. I think I actually did hear him a long time ago. I can't remember what movies he has done. But I do have a website where it does explain what kind of stuff he has done in particularly. But before I continue with that, I'm just gonna talk about the Rey movie first, because a lot of people are talking about the new Rey movie about 15 years before, after the Rise of Skywalker, and it says that there's no release date yet; it's still unknown. And it was revealed that Star Wars Celebration 2023 that a new movie is coming out that will focus on Rey. The film will be set after the Rise of Skywalker. We'll be seeing Rey rebuilding the Jedi Order, and it will be directed by Charmin Obeng Shinroy, who helmed Miss Marvel episodes 4 and 5. Watchmen showrunner Damon Lindelof and the Strange exclusive director editor Justin Brett Gibson were originally attached to write, but by exiting the project, Stephen Knight is working on the screenplay instead, with Kathleen Kennedy saying that the script is weeks away. Speaking to IGN, Kennedy also opened up on how the movies connect to the Skywalker saga. Well, we're 15 years from the Rise of Skywalker, so we're post-war, post-First Order, and the Jedi are in disarray. She said there's a lot of discussion around who are the Jedi, what are they doing, what's the state of the galaxy. She's attempting to rebuild the Jedi Order based on the books, based on what she promised Luke. That's where we're going. So, but that's basically what the next movie for Rey is gonna be. Basically, about like why is she rebuilding the Jedi Order? She's gonna be reading all those books all those like Jedi books that she took from Luke, from when Luke wanted to rebuild the Jedi Order on that one planet where he was on. So she took those books and she's gonna study them, and she's gonna find probably another planet that has another like Jedi temple settlements. There's a whole bunch of planets out there that do have other Jedi temples, not just like the one that Luke was on. So she's gonna try to find another one. She's gonna rebuild it. She's gonna start finding some Force sensitive children or people. She's gonna start training them how to use the Force. That's probably what it's gonna be. It's gonna be focusing a lot on Rey and that particular movie. And I think one of those characters is gonna be that one little kid that we saw in The Last Jedi. He's probably gonna be going in there, probably, and he's probably gonna have a big role in that maybe too, because I mean, ever since we saw that little kid in The Last Jedi, I think he might have a severely good role probably for the next 15-year later movie with Rey. So then after that one, James Mangold's Star Wars movie. Indiana Jones 5 director James Mangold is working on a film that we set thousands of years in the past, focusing on the first Jedi. When I first started talking to Kathleen Kennedy about doing one of these pictures, what occurred to me was thinking about what kind of genre of movie within Star Wars I wanted to do. Mangold said on the celebration stage that after the film was announced, I thought the bionic epic of the Ten Commandments about John the dawning to the Force. Where did the Force come from? Where did we discover it? When did we learn how to use it? So basically, in this movie, it's about the High Republic and how the Jedi Order was built and how it was created. I mean, who created the Jedi Temple, the first Jedi Temple? Who first discovered about the Force? And who first discovered who was one of the first that made the first lightsaber? Well, before they started making lightsabers, Jedi's used to use swords, actual swords, just like in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, where we used to use swords before we started building lightsabers. So it's gonna be focusing on the fact of like when before everything was like it was electronic and using like kyber crystals to make your own lightsaber. So we're gonna see like Jedi's with like actual katana swords using them instead of the actual technology that we see today with lightsabers. So that's gonna be kind of cool because I actually kind of like that kind of backstory kind of stuff because that draws me a lot more towards, like I said, Knights of the Republic, KOTOR, and KOTOR 2, because those games were based way, way, way before the actual movies. And if you guys pay attention, there's actually a species of Yoda in that game. I don't think it was actually Yoda. I think it was actually one of Yoda's ancestors. I have no idea for sure, but we're gonna be seeing a movie based on the High Republic and how the Jedi Order was actually got started, and actually how the Sith got started in the first place too. So that's gonna be kind of cool. And then the next movie we're gonna be going to see is gonna be Dave Filoni's Star Wars movie. So this is the one I'm probably gonna be most excited about because all the shows he's been making for the last couple of years, based on The Mandalorian, the Book of Boba Fett, and Ahsoka, and all that kind of stuff, they're all gonna be in the same um, timeline area of him making the movie called Star Wars: Heir to the Empire. Now for the fact I haven't really read the books, but I know my buddy Wes said he has. So he probably be the one that's be more observant of like what Dave Filoni is gonna be doing with this particular movie. So to the heir of the Empire, who is gonna be like taking care of the Empire while since the Palpatine's gone and Darth Vader's gone? Like who's gonna be taking care of of like looking after the leadership of the Empire? And a lot of people will say would assume would be Grand Admiral Thrawn, which I think is probably be true because in the next Ahsoka show, Ahsoka's main mission is trying to find Grand Admiral Thrawn and trying to find probably Ezra as well too. So that'll probably be a very interesting way how they're gonna do it. So because Grand Admiral Thrawn is actually was actually one of the big baddies of the Empire, and it would actually make sense for him to be the next leader to become the leader and tell everybody what to do for the Galactic Imperial Empire. So I don't know what Dave Filoni is gonna be doing with that particular kind of a movie, but it says there's no release date. There's no further release date. It is revealed that at Celebration 2023 that Dave Filoni will have a live action Star Wars movie. Will bring together the Disney Plus shows so far: The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and the Book of Boba Fett in a cinematic event. That's right. Like I said before, they're all being connected to the same movie that will be take place between the Return of the Jedi and the Force Awakens. So that's all we know about that. And then there's also a Takai Waititi Star Wars movie as well too, which he's making a Star Wars film as well, but it doesn't really say what he's doing for his exactly yet. But either way, that's all we gotta know for what we have on these movies. So I'm truly excited what's gonna be going on for these films. I think, like I said, for the one I'm gonna be most excited about is gonna see the High Republic movie. I would love to see what James Mangold is gonna do with that kind of film because I absolutely love KOTOR, and I would love to see if he's gonna bring more. I love to see if he's gonna bring all that inspiration from Knights of the Old Republic to his film because it would make a lot of sense. Because I would love to see some of the old planets from from Knights of the Republic to the movie, like going to see so I think it's there's Tatooine. I would love to see Korriban because now it's instead of Korriban it's actually now called Morabon, but Korriban is the planet of the birthplace of the Sith. So I would love to see how he's gonna interpret that into the movie. And there's a few other planets I would like to see how they're gonna do Kashyyyk, because you go to Kashyyyk at one point in Knights of the Republic for one of the main missions for one of the main quests, and yeah, and I would love to see that space station too. Ooh, because that the Spire, and then when you become Darth Revan. So I don't know if the High Republic is gonna be basing it on the main characters for Darth Revan and all that stuff. I mean, it would be really cool if that main protagonist yourself is actually Darth Revan, and wherever. I don't know if they're gonna be going with a male or they're gonna go with a female protagonist. But I think they should go with a male protagonist just because it'd be make a lot more sense, and it'd be very cool. And then yeah, so let's see what's gonna go on for that High Republic movies. It's gonna be great. And then with Dave Filoni's movie, I'm not sure what's gonna happen with that particular movie. And then with Rey's movie, about 15 years later, not sure what that one's gonna be called yet. But there's still no official title for that movie about Rey. But yeah, either way, I'm excited to see what they're gonna come up with, and that's all we know so far. That's all I gotta say about the Star Wars news. I've been wanting to do this video for a little while because lately there's been a lot of content going on with Disney Plus and Netflix, and I've been doing a lot of crazy, awesome videos for you guys and reactions for trailers, and but yeah, anyways, guys, I'm gonna go. That's all I'm gonna mention about the 3 new Star Wars movies that are coming out in the next couple of years for 2024, 25, and I think it's also 26. So that concludes it, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you guys get notified when I do post on the Coming Show. And if you guys all like all the information that I gave for you guys for the new Star Wars movies that are coming out in the next couple of years from now, hit me down in the comments down below and let me guys know what your guys is most excited about for the next Star Wars film. I think, like I said, for me, it's gonna be the High Republic because I'll probably be more focused on seeing that one because it's gonna be a lot more details, a lot more story and arc because it's gonna be about how the Jedi got created, how the Rule 2 got created, and everything how everything began from the beginning of time. So I'll probably be a lot more interested in seeing that one, and then the other 2, I'm not sure about those ones. But either way, I'll catch you guys next time, and peace out and have a good weekend.